Hi, good afternoon. My name is Rakesh Dalal, and today I have Karthik with me. Karthik has just concluded a one-to-one session on elimination techniques with me, and this is a feedback video regarding this session. Uh, about Karthik, he is 24 years old, and 2022 prelims will be his first attempt. He has been studying since the last 2 years. So, Karthik, the first question that anyone would want to know is what is this session about and how does it progress? How does it take place?
Uh, Sir, the session is regarding our approach towards the questions in the prelims and also tricks and the techniques which we need to apply while solving the questions.
Okay, and how what is the pedagogy? How like does the teacher solve the question like we have in the videos, or what is the approach of this session?
It was a purely an interactive session. Like the question, you will post the question and we need to solve the question and we need to express our the method of solving the question. Then you are correcting our way.
Correcting your mistakes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, why should anybody take this session when these techniques are already for free available on platforms like YouTube?
Sometimes we don't find the reliability of the techniques which we are finding in a YouTube or some other platforms which are available free, but we need to hear to some prelims experts or analogists who have gone through the previous year papers and have done some work regarding that. Then if you hear to those people's words, then it makes our preparation worthy. Like
Okay, so the first connect that you made with me was through my PDF analysis, repeat question PDF analysis, and then ultimately you have purchased my Telegram course also regarding elimination technique, and finally this one-to-one session also. What made you to buy, all of these three products?
Actually, those who are preparing for a UPSC, everyone has means everyone has their own friend circle who has been preparing since 2 years or since 3 years.
Hmm.
I has also had my friend circle who has been preparing for last 3 years or 4 years, not able to clear, although they have given with a fair preparation. Uh, so I thought like I need to change my preparation way which they are doing. So since then I got to connect to your Telegram course, like
Okay,
that PDF.
okay. So what interesting you found in the PDF that made you buy my other products also?
Like uh, as we whenever we are doing in our degree programs, like we feel like the previous year questions will repeat like as it is, like the replica of the questions will be repeated in upcoming years. But here the UPSC is also playing the same game with a different trick. So we need to know the tricks, and sometimes the logic can also work in our solving the questions. So we
Hmm.
need that made me to get into this your session, sir.
Okay. So basically, what is the main difference when it comes to free videos on elimination and the one-to-one session? What is the main effectiveness of this session versus those?
Like in free videos, it is just a one way. He's just telling, and we are just listening,
Hmm.
but we are not applying. Like we are not applying those techniques immediately there. But when we are doing, when we are taking a one-to-one session, and when we are applying the logics, whichever we know or whichever we heard somewhere,
Hmm.
then and we are getting our we are getting the what the review of our logic, whether the logic which we have applied is correct or wrong,
Hmm.
that we will get to that we will get through this one-to-one session, sir.
Great. So you said a review of your
That
approach.
feedback, the
Okay.
main key is like the feedback, whether we are on the right track or a wrong track. That the main feedback we got through this session, sir.
So and that happens in real time, of course, in the
Yeah,
interactive.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So what were your mistakes which got highlighted? How are you now a better aspirant, a better candidate than you were before taking this session?
Since then I got connected with your programs. My approach was little bit changing, but after this session, uh, like before I was just going through knowledge, and sometimes my logic was helping me little bit, and it was also proven me wrong many times. But you had made me to think logically in a common man perspective, or like in a district collector perspective, or like in a tribal man perspective, and solve the questions.
Okay, so how does changing this perspective help? What is unique about it?
Uniqueness, like, anyway, uniqueness, like, sir.
How is it like you are able to solve that question when you think like a district collector or a tribal man, but you get confused when you think like an aspirant? What changes in that?
Like, the review, like, it is not the purely a concept based question or purely a knowledge based question, but
Yes.
it can be solved through a normal method. Like, if you are thinking in a cool and composed way, or
Yes.
in a different angle, the
Yes.
answer can be solved.
Absolutely. This is the big difference. When you think
Yes.
like an aspirant, even in non-standard fact questions, the things which are, if you think like a common man
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
person or a district collector or a prime minister, in those questions, you will be having a much different perspective. If you are
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
like an aspirant is always tensed, and aspirants worries about so many things, and that tension blocks the mind. But when you know change your shoes, when you think become someone else, then that new perspectives come, and that is why more easily you are able to get to the answer. So just ending this session, who should join this session? Is there any minimum studying studies that are required to be done before taking this session?
Sir, I felt like, uh, those who are preparing now, like those who are started now, are like those who are done some basics, and those who are given some 3 4 attempts or 2 3 attempts. Even I am the beginner. I have gone through this session. Anyone can take a session with a minimum basic preparation,
Basic preparation. And when should one take this session?
as early as possible before giving this prelims.
Okay. And you have taken my telegram course also in this session also. What do you think, like should both the products be purchased, or even if any one of the products you purchase, that also can will be the same thing?
Since it's a work to take both, sir. Like, you are getting the tricks there, and you are getting your feedback here. So I think one can go for a both. There is no problem in that.
Okay, so one should go for both. Okay, so with this, Karthik, these are the basic questions which anybody would have in their mind before taking this session. In case of any other question, guys, you please message me personally. I'll be very happy to respond to all your queries. Thank you for your time, Karthik, and good luck for your exam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
See you.
fruitful session, sir. Thank you.
See you, buddy. See you.
Thank you, sir. See you.